Hey, you murderphoniacs! That's right. High five. Like in Borat. High five.
High five.
My wife, she died. High five.
What a movie.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, it's funny. So this is your host here, Tony Ciaglia, the serial killer whisperer. Beautiful Las Vegas day. It's 82 degrees outside. Sun is shining bright. Yes. I got this guy next to me.
It's a good day.
Yes. That is a good day. That's a great day.
Yes.
It's the best.
The towering inferno out there. We're done with it. I think.
We're on our way here. We're jamming to some old Motley Crue. Knock 'em dead, kid. Mm-hmm. It's a TKO. Well, everybody, before I get started, I'd just like to fill you in a little bit on what's been going on over the past week. You know, the serial killer whisperer had an eye infection this past week. This motherfucker wouldn't go away. I swear. I tried to take care of it with some home remedies, but that didn't work.
Didn't work out.
It never works.
No,
when you try to play doctor to yourself, it never works. Yeah. Especially my mom.
You make it work.
My mom thinks she can fucking diagnose everything. My dad calls her Dr. Wakely because that was her maiden name. It's great. So it didn't work, right? So I had to go to the doctor. So we get to talking, and it turns out that it was just a little infection. So he wrote me a prescription, and pretty much that was that. Took a long time to go away, though. Until, oh yes, there was an until. There has to be an until, or it just wouldn't be me. He got to talking about how much insurance companies fucking suck. My doctor, he used the word fucking too. It was awesome. So at that very moment, I felt that it was time for me to interject. So I said, "Hey, doc, I'm not an eye doctor. I'm not a pediatrician. I'm not an internist. In fact, the only time I ever wear the white jacket is when I'm fucking role-playing in the bedroom during sex." Right? So setting all of that aside, I can see why you're complaining about insurance companies, because anybody who deals with insurance companies knows they fucking suck. They're rip-off artists. So that's why the kind of medicine I practice, you don't have to deal with insurance companies. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah, right there. That's it, baby. Then when I'm finished, I tell her everything here looks good. It looks great, and you're free to go. Tapper, please come back. Anytime. You're welcome. So this eye doctor, right, he's known me, right, for many years. He didn't get upset, didn't say I crossed the line like I often do. He cracked up and told me, "There he is. There he is." I was starting to get worried there for a second. All right, now we're going to continue on with the show.
That wasn't part of my script.
It wasn't.
No, it wasnn''t.
No, I added that last night.
Oh,
last night I added that.
All right, I should have sat in the car for a few more minutes. No, I was there. I witnessed it. That's all true. But Doc is a great guy.
Yeah, he is. He's
he
great.
was a little worried, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Tony?
Mm-hmm. All right, everybody. The great art is back in action. We're doing this for you, John. Oh, yeah, because I know how much you look up to and love the great Arthur John Shawcross.
Oh,
Back in season 3, we gave you an unflinching look into the twisted mind of Arthur Shawcross, the Genesee River Killer. Many of you saw season 3 already know what kind of monster we're dealing with here. But we had to come back because I owed it to myself and I owed it to you, the viewers and listeners. Because the story isn't just about Shawcross himself. It's about the catastrophic failure of a system that let him slip through the cracks and the blood that spilled because of it. Boy, this is becoming like a known thing. These assholes slipping through the cracks.
I know it.
Yeah, first John Wayne Gacy, right? And then who did we cover?
Gore
and Waterfield. And now we're moving right on to King Arthur. King Arthur, that's a new one.
Fucking beaut.
Yeah. You know, this was more than one mistake. It was a chain of them. Each decision, each stamp of approval left a trail of bodies behind. And that shouldn't have been the way it went down. This horrifying reality, the state had fucking Shawcross in their hands, in their fucking hands, and they unleashed him back into the world. That choice proved to be very, very deadly. This season will start where his darkness was born. At Shawcross Corners, you'll hear from his own private journal, written exclusively for me, titled Growing Up in the House of Sin. And there is only one copy of this.
Yes, there
this
is.
Amazing journal.
Yeah.
From a madman to yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take you deep into Vietnam, where he confessed unspeakable atrocities in letters written personally to me. Then the story of his first murders. The children. The children who never stood a chance. Followed by an unbelievable parole that unleashed this fucking psycho back into society. You'll hear how the state tried to move him like a poisonous animal, shifting him from one community to the next, only to be met with outrage and failure at every turn. And then came Rochester, New York. Oh, were they lucky? Right. Yeah, Rochester, New York. The authorities didn't even warn the city first. They sealed his records. Have we heard that before?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have.
Yep. They sealed the records and quietly dropped him in there like a ticking time bomb. Oh, how convenient.
Makes you wonder how many times that happens, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Look at the Catholic Church. Look what they do with priests. You know?
Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah. Now, Shawcross knew the truth. He could vanish in plain sight. He could rape, torture, and kill with no one the wiser. And that's exactly what he did. Jeez. At least 12 women would pay the price for the state's silence. But the real exciting news this season is something different. something rare, something that's been lost for over a decade, until the coxman went digging deep, deep down into our files, and he found it. Didn't you?
I did.
Mhm.
Shocked.
So during my research, The Serial Killer Whisperer, back in 2010, I traveled to Rochester with the man over there and captured videos retracing Shawcross's killing grounds. Those tapes vanished. They were lost until now. Are you sure the government wasn't behind this? You like that?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
For the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see what I saw. You'll walk the same streets, stand in the same shadows, and witness the dark places where Shawcross hunted. These videos have never been shown to anyone until this very season of MurderPhone. We're going to open the vault, and together we'll step back into the darkness of Arthur Shawcross, not just the killer, but the monster they set free.
Good job.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I'm going to introduce him, even though he's already been kind of introduced. He's been speaking over there.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to?
I like it when you speak.
Do you?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
The co-host, everybody. Thanks for being here, Dad.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for being my amazing best friend. Amazing co-host. And most importantly, the most amazing father a man could ever have. We've walked this tough journey together, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
And we will continue to walk together, holding hands till the end of time.
Sounds
mean that.
good to me. Thank you.
There he
Thank
is,
you.
everybody. Al Ciaglia, the coxman.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
What a journey it was.
Oh, yes.
And with Joe and your mom.
Oh, yes. Hell yes.
All four of us be holding hands, right?
Mm-hmm. We couldn't have done it without the team.
Exactly. I'm done for the day.
You're just getting started.
That just
Make sure your
touched my
throat.
heart.
Make sure your throat is lubed, though,
Oh, it is.
because you know
Yes, I lubed it up.
it's got to be lubed.
It is.
Drink.
All right. Back to Shawcross Corners. A name sounds kind of ordinary until you learn why it was christened that way. It wasn't a place on a map so much as a family address. The street where nearly every Shawcross lived. Think about that for a second. Just about every Shawcross was there.
White trash.
Where secrets pooled like stagnant water. The area was rife with crime, incest, debauchery, and was a really terrible environment to grow up in. This is the story of Arthur John Shawcross's Road to Hell. Art wrote this exclusively for Tony, and he titled it Growing Up in the House of Sin. Tony mentioned it in his opening.
Incest.
Oh,
Incest.
here's just a very short excerpt. One day when I was 9, I took an old sheet and a can of paint that was tossed out because it got lumpy. Dad mixed something in it that was wrong. I took the sheet and started to paint it a dark green while it hung over a limb. I don't know. I didn't know it was enamel paint, and I got it all over me, and it was sticky too. I tried to clean it off, but it just wasn't working. I went back into the house, and my mom took one look at me, and she burst out laughing. Then she said, "Go behind the house and take your clothes off." Mom washed me with kerosene all over, and it burned the skin, but it did get the paint off. Then she said, "We're going to hit the creek," and she took a bar of ivory soap, and she washed me all over, spending a lot of time on my penis.
Penis.
I remember it felt good. And Mom said, "Don't tell Dad about this." I kind of wondered about that. What you heard just then is a single, ordinary sounding memory from a long catalog of long cruelties. Art sent these recollections to Tony himself, meticulous, raw pages meant to explain how a boy became what he later was. Here's an excerpt from Art's letter dated January 17th, 2007, that Art sent to Tony. He's trying to explain how he was raised and why he was so fucked up. Now, we're not saying that this just caused him to become the animal that he is. However, I think when you hear these things, you'll realize it played a part. Here's the letter. Anthony, I had a fucked up childhood. No shit. Incest. Stop.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Incest in the family between myself and my mom. From what I can recall, she started touching me at the age of 4. Then at the age of 9, oral sex. And at the age of 14, she took my youth and insisted on having intercourse with me.
Oh.
I was hooked. I did it with my sisters, cousins, and any girl within 3 miles of our place. I couldn't get enough. After I got out on my own, I only went to one of my sisters for sex. Smiley face. Then after that, they were all gone for good. Too many memories got me in prison twice. So much anger when I think about what my mom got me into. Plus, back when I was 14, I fucked a woman who I thought was my Aunt Tina, but it turned out to be my mom's best friend, but I never knew it.
What the fuck? All right. Hold on.
What?
Shit. Why'd you have to ruin it there at the very end? The story was much hotter.
Oh, here we go.
When it was Aunt Tina.
Here we go.
You had to ruin it, right? Now we have to tell the story the way he wrote it. I'll take it if you don't want to.
I don't.
I knew you wouldn't, but you know I love this juicy shit.
Oh.
But our MurderPhoniacs deserve to know why John nicknamed him the Great Art. One day, I stayed home from school, and I was laying on the couch. Aunt Tina walked around the house in her underpants and bra. I couldn't take my eyes off her. She knew I was watching and made sure that she bent over and showed me a little bit, but not all of it, just a little bit. Fucking cock tease.
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't help but get an erection, which she kept staring at. When she finished all the dishes, she came over to me and started kissing me. Then she started to suck on my penis, and she sat on my face and told me what to do. Now I had been doing this to my mom, so I was very good. My Aunt Tina got really worked up, and she started to fuck me. After I came, she sat on my face again and started yelling at me to finish her. I couldn't stand the smell anymore. And I threw up on her. Did she ever get mad at me? She slapped me in the face. I went outside and got some rainwater to wash my face off. I went back in and closed my bedroom door and went to sleep. At supper time, I went and sat down and saw fish on a platter. I slid out of my chair and went outside to puke.
Oh, God.
Mom came out and asked me, "What's the matter?" Then she got close and smelled something fishy on me and started slapping me and yelling. I guess she realized what had happened and got really mad and jealous, which I really didn't understand. Then my mom went back into the house and started right in on Tina. Mom could swear in 3 languages: English, Italian, and Greek, and she was using all of them. Dad had to take Aunt Tina to the bus station in Watertown, and she was never heard from again.
Are you done?
Yes, but it still would have been a lot hotter if that was his fucking aunt. You know?
I'm sorry to ruin it for you.
I
only read what he wrote.
Jeez.
It was his aunt.
It was his aunt.
No, it wasn't.
No.
You thought it was his aunt.
Mm.
And I ruined it for you. I'm sorry. I see why you wanted to take it, though, huh?
You know it. I'm good at that stuff.
Yeah. That came, was that from his personal diary that he wrote for you?
You bet.
It was?
Oh,
it wasn't just in a letter, right?
Come on. You're going to talk about that to just a normal person?
I thought maybe it was in a letter.
No, that's why he said it to me.
Yeah. Because you're not normal.
No.
Right? Okay. We're talking about incest. Am I in the right place? Yes, I think I am.
Incest. You are.
How could I not be?
You are.
We're talking about incest. Incest between a mother and son. Incest between a brother and his sisters. But then he got only down to 1. He was proud of that.
Yeah.
Fucking sick fuckers. Aunts, cousins, it didn't matter. Incest seemed to be commonplace in Shawcross corners. Right?
Totally.
Let's listen to Art talking about cousin Linda.
They talk about, like a profile, like what I did as a child. I didn't do none of that shit as a child. Yeah. Stuff my cousin said about, I never did all that shit.
Yeah, your cousin.
Yeah.
Did you have sex with her a lot of times?
Huh?
Did you have sex with your cousin a lot of times?
Wait a minute, we're talking about cousin Ronnie. We're not talking about cousin Linda. I used to suck Linda's pussy all the time.
Okay, then that was your cousin. Okay, I remember reading that in the book.
That was Ronnie's sister.
Okay.
Yeah, they live next door.
They live next door to you?
Yeah, we used to go to the outside drive-in.
Uh-huh.
Right? The girls would kneel on the seat, and I'd be on the floor.
Linda, as you all heard, even though in the beginning he was talking about a different cousin, and he straightened Tony out and said, no.
Dad, what's that movie, Artie Lang?
Beer League.
Beer League.
Yeah.
How's your girlfriend, Linda?
Linda, his cousin, lived next door.
Of course she did.
He ate her pussy all the time.
Of course he did.
And when they went to the drive-in, he said the girls used to kneel on the seat in front of him, and he would have oral sex with each one of them.
Of course he did. Oh my God, it's a hot fantasy, I tell you what. But I am going to stand my fucking ground. I'm standing it. I've talked about this time and time before, right? I can't help it. I'm a little fucked up. All right?
You got hit with a jet ski. Maybe that was it.
Maybe that was it.
Maybe.
Huh. Wow. I guess I could blame it on that.
I would if I were you.
Blame a lot of things on that. Exactly. But for your sake,
yes,
the whole incest thing, I guess we'll leave it in porn where it belongs.
Yeah.
You know, incest is only hot fucking when you're watching porn.
Yeah.
Or if you got a really hot fucking sister or cousin.
Taboo.
Totally taboo. Remember that series?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a long time ago?
Yeah.
Kay Parker?
Yes.
Oh,
you
yeah.
even know the name of the person.
Come on, yeah, she was hot.
The serial killer whisperer, folks.
Oh. Kay Parker.
Jeez, I don't know. Where did you get that? That's not here.
No.
No.
Just, you said Taboo. I said Taboo, the series. Kay Parker was like the star.
That wasn't in the script. Taboo wasn't in the script. It just came into my mind.
It's called improv.
Yeah, I've been living with you too long.
So all you had to hear was the fucking giggle at the end of that recording.
Fucking right?
Yes. Right? That's all you had to hear was that fucking like evil little giggle. At the end, understand what we're dealing with here. Shawcross Corners. What the fuck?
And we met him live and in living color, didn't we?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What a guy, though.
He was all right.
If we didn't know he was a serial killer,
yeah,
we'd invite him over for dinner. He was a nice guy.
Remember, we were sitting there. I mean, there's no one around.
No one
we were
around.
the only ones in the cafeteria. You, me, Joe, and the great Art.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that later.
What, the visit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So if you want to understand Shawcross, don't look at a single monstrous moment. Look instead at the steady treadmill of neglect, shame, the taboos of society that were normalized. Today, we begin to trace that path of the towns, the military, and institutions that let a damaged boy keep walking until he became a danger to everyone around him. He wasn't a trans, was he? Just seems like, everybody that's killing everybody now are fucking trans.
Oh, man, it's kind of an epidemic, isn't it? You better
that are a mental illness. Art Shawcross had many traits that other serial killers have growing up, such as bedwetting, arsonist. My brother wet the bed. He doesn't kill people.
Don't tell people that.
I'm not. Gosh.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. And look at that's head injury.
That's head injury. Whatever you give me, like a receipt or something.
Oh, yeah. It's all crumpled and shit.
Or a piece of paper.
I love you.
I love you. I hope the script is still intact. Like,
the right pages.
The right pages.
In order.
Yeah. Serial killers all having similar traits, such as bedwetting, arsonists, incest, sex addiction. One thing we're not totally sure about is the killing of small animals. He lived out in the fucking sticks, though. So I would bet killing small animals was part of his repertoire. Let's just take country folk, for example, like Hillbilly 1 and Hillbilly 2. David Gore and Freddie Waterfield. They were fucking country folk, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd also like to take my girlfriend, for instance.
Oh, here we go again.
You know, she's a fucking hick, all right? She grew up in the country. Here's a secret. Not supposed to let it out of the bag, but I can't help it. It's just jumping out of the bag. I know her family used to collect and eat roadkill. I'm telling you. She told me her papa, her daddy, taught her, don't ever let a dead squirrel or possum go to waste.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, baby. Sorry. I just can't let amazing material and content like that go to waste. You know, go to waste like a dead squirrel.
Can I remind you?
Uh,
I thought hillbilly was okay. Hick.
Fighting words.
She's going to blast you when she sees you.
Fighting words.
Fighting words. Them are fighting words.
What if she punches me?
I'll laugh my ass off.
Would that not be hilarious?
Yes.
Oh. This is part of a letter that Art wrote. I had shared my story about my traumatic brain injury with him, and it seemed to touch him. I mean, as best as it can touch somebody who kills children and kills women and eats some of their pussies raw from the inside out. But it did touch him. He began talking for the first time about the book he was writing for me growing up in the house of sin. Letter dated April 19th, 2008. Dear Anthony, I have your letter here in front of me, and I just have to say, my friend, that you had me in tears. What a very emotional letter that I have just read. And man, you have shown me quite a lot of your life, and I am very thankful for that. You have really been to hell and back, my friend, and you didn't cause any of it. Life sometimes is just not fair. I have been writing something for you to read. My early years with my family and my life as a soldier in Vietnam. The story of a man that went from an easygoing as you could ever meet to something way beyond comprehension. I'm not really able to put words to what I became. Some call me a monster, serial killer, psycho, and I suppose I am all of those things and probably more. But I know there are reasons for the way I turned out, and I believe a lot had to do with my early years. I am on page 25 so far, and they are all full pages, front and back, Anthony. I have neglected the mail to get this written for you. A complete story of my early life and what happened to me in Vietnam. I'm not making excuses for what I did or what I became. I'm just trying to make sense out of all of it myself. Later, my friend, the best friend I've ever had and can relate to, Art. I'm going to continue here after I
didn't think a psycho could write a heartfelt letter like that, but after meeting Art and all the phone conversations and all he shared with you, I'd have to say it was real. It was definitely real.
Yes.
Because in the beginning, remember, we thought, oh, yeah, sure, bullshit. But he proved it.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Let's head to Vietnam. It's July 1967, and Arthur Shawcross wasn't just another soldier on patrol. He was a man already carrying the scars of a twisted childhood. And Vietnam was a furnace that would melt away what little humanity he had left. That morning, Shawcross led his men to the ammunition dump. Rifles, grenades, ammo belts, heavy enough to bend a man's spine. The march into the jungle was almost ceremonial, an execution march, though no one knew yet who was going to die. Then came the sound, gunships pounding the air overhead. 2-door gunners each, their barrels ready to split fire into the trees. For many of the young men below, the sight was enough to make their stomachs drop. They knew what was waiting. They were walking straight into hell. Picture it. 1 point man, 50 feet ahead, 2 flanks spread wide through the green wall of jungle. Then the discovery. A hut, swallowed by brush and shadows. They tear it apart, searching above, below, inside, nothing, until 3 men find a tunnel. 1 soldier lowers himself inside, clutching only a flashlight and machete. For 90 endless minutes, the jungle holds its breath. That's beautiful writing.
Yeah.
When he finally emerges, he drags a prisoner, bleeding, gagged, blindfolded. The lieutenant offers the man a chance. Show us where the weapons are, and you will live. The prisoner laughs. He tells them the truth. They're standing on top of it. A trap door buried under dirt. The prisoner refuses to open it. He's tied, laid face down over the entrance as he screams. Then the hook is fixed, a violent pull, and the man doesn't just die. He comes apart. What spilled from beneath that door wasn't just a weapon cache. It was a doorway into Shawcross's psyche. A world where violence wasn't survival. It was pleasure. Because Vietnam didn't just teach Arthur Shawcross how to kill. It taught him how to savor it. Let's listen to Art's description of one of his patrols. Remember, Whenever I mention the book, I'm referring to the book Shawcross wrote for me growing up in the house of sin. Listen to this. You're really going to like this.
I thought they meant Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Yeah, the cannibal.
Yeah. Well, in the book it said you that was the first time you ate flesh.
Yeah.
You cooked it. I think it was one of the girls that you took their heads and put it on the steak.
Yeah, woman.
Uh-huh.
First one. Yeah.
Was that hard for you to do?
No.
Not eat the flesh. Cut the woman's head off.
Cut the head off?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It took 3 shots. 2 or 3 shots.
You mean with a gun?
Huh?
You shot the head off?
No. What am I shedding?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Step up behind her, whack, and she dropped to her knees, and 2 more chops. The head came loose, fell on the ground. I pulled it away, and the blood just gushed out of the top of the head, and the body shakes. And I cut a sapling down, right, sharpened both ends, and pushed it into the ground, picked the head up, slammed it on top of the stick, pointed it toward that tree.
And then where was the other lady?
Huh?
Where was the other lady while you were doing this?
She was up on the hillside in a hut. She didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so when you cut a head off,
Right.
the body shakes, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I tied the legs together and the feet and the hands together. And then dragged it on up the hill. Came to the next hut, and under that hut was the first hut was a lot of rice. Big 100-pound bags.
Okay.
Right? And
Yeah.
white and blue, and on the bottom of the bag it says made in the USA. I said, okay, took my bayonet, I slid open all the bags, pissed in them,
Yeah.
and mixed some dirt in it, mixed dirt with it, and I took a incinerator grenade, shoved it down in there, and then hooked a stovepipe wire onto it, and hooked it to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody goes to open that gate, boom.
Hey, that's a smart idea.
Yeah, then I get up to the next one.
Uh-huh.
There was nobody in that one, and underneath that was a big, huge pile of ammunition.
Uh-huh.
M60 machine gun or M14, they use the same ammunition. It was under plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting on plastic covered it, right? And I put 3 incinerators in the center, down into that pile, and hooked that to the gate, right? Then I dragged the body up and crowned it to the bushes, and I see this hut with smoke coming out of it, and I said, oops.
Oh, so that means somebody did it?
Huh?
Somebody blew up?
No.
Why?
When I rounded the bushes, I see this long hut,
Uh-huh.
smoke coming up through the middle of it.
Okay.
That's when I knew somebody was there,
Uh-huh.
right? So I took the body and went around behind the building and left it. And I walked along the edge, real slow. I get there to the front, and I see this log with chunks cut into it, like stairs,
Okay.
right? And I step up on the log, and I just used the corner of my eye and peek in. And there was this other girl. She was in there doing something with our C-ration cans,
Okay.
right? She had a great big bowl of gunpowder and a little fire right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just tapped the doorpost, and I said, Lade, how much you to cry? My hand cut down. This is give up, come here. She sets the can down, gets up, backs out the doorway, down the steps. I tied her hands behind her, blindfolded her, gagged her, and threw her on my shoulder. Carried her ass up on the side of the hill,
Mm-hmm.
made her to a teak tree.
Now, when you gagged her, was she dead already or no?
Huh?
She wasn't dead when you gagged her.
No,
Okay.
she was alive, just like you.
You just didn't want to hear her talk.
Yeah, I didn't want her to scream.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see where she was going. Disorientates me. That's how you confuse people.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went back down, and I got the body and brought that back up, split that in half, threw the other half, one half on a big ant mound. Right? They look like all kind of shapes sticking up straight up in the air, like a termite mound.
That's what I read in the book.
Yeah, and I just put the body there and pounded around it with a piece of a tree. And within 3 minutes, you couldn't even see a body there. It was covered in black ants.
Wow.
Yeah, so all the intestine and shit's on there.
Really?
Yeah, then I just cut off the leg from the hip to the knee. I mean, it's no big around than 4 inches.
And that's what they meat that you ate?
Yeah, well, I cooked it with a piece of C4, plastic explosives, had it sticks to it, and a green bamboo shoved in the bone. I roasted it, add powdered rock salt to it, a little water sprinkled on it, sizzle up, and I took the blindfold off so she's watching what I'm doing. And when I bit into the thing after I took it off the fire, she pissed herself and passed out, right? And I spit out the flesh, rinsed my mouth out, and threw the rest of it up there with the ants. Yeah, I didn't plan on eating the damn thing. I was doing it for psychological reasons.
But it didn't taste good. Is that why you spit it out?
Oh, it tastes like making bacon.
Okay, so it did taste good then.
Yeah, it tastes like roast pork.
Okay.
Fresh ham.
Yeah?
Yeah, unsalted fresh ham.
So then what did you do to the girl that was alive and she pissed her pants? Cut her head off?
Huh?
What'd you do to the girl that was alive?
Oh, we had all kind of sessions. After I walk up, threw some water on her. She wakes up, looks at me, I ask her a question. She answers me back in just good English as you and I are talking.
No shit, she could speak English.
Yeah, she was an agent.
Oh.
And after she told me everything I want to know, I asked her, you want a blindfold? And she just shook her head. That's when she looked down, and she knew what was going on.
She knew what was going to come?
She had long hair, and I had the hair tied straight up.
Yes.
Tied to the tree. That way she couldn't put her head down. So I stood to the side with a machete in my right hand, and I looked toward the north, and I said, oh shit, somebody's coming. Right? Or she turned her head to look, that's when I hit her.
Oh, bonk. Bonk.
Yeah. That machete go right through that neck quick, especially with a teak tree behind it, one of the hardest woods in the world.
So that fucking head stayed up there and the body just fell down?
Oh, yeah. The body sagged because she was tied to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I just untied it, picked her up, threw her on the pile with the other woman, right? Head down and cut another sapling and shoved that where if you stood behind it, it would look like it was looking at all 3 huts at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was cool.
You heard it. Shawcross describing how he chopped off the heads of 2 women and left them on an anthill.
Do you think that was disturbing for the other soldiers? I mean,
They weren't there.
No, but I'm sure he talked about it.
Oh, he did?
To other soldiers.
I don't think so. From all I know, and I know a lot because I had a lot of friends that went there.
Yeah.
All bets were off. Everything changed when they were there. I mean, just like in the Lebowski. This isn't Nam, Smokey. There's rules here.
Yes!
Right?
You're right.
Okay.
Hey! I love it.
Okay, back. In Arthur's diseased mind, that wasn't a crime. That was entertainment. And here's where the psychological horror comes into sharp focus. Shawcross claimed Vietnam was where he tasted human flesh for the first time, where death stopped being an end and it became an obsession.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Shawcross didn't come back from Vietnam broken. He came back reborn. Not as a soldier, not even as a man, but as something far worse, a killer. When you step back and see the childhood abuse, the rage, and then the horrors of Vietnam layered on top, you begin to understand Shawcross wasn't just a monster by birth. He was a monster forged. This, Dad, is one of the most chilling examples of nurture creating pure evil.
Could you read that again? Because that's strong.
Okay? Shawcross wasn't just a monster by birth. He was a monster forged. This is one of the most chilling examples of nurture creating pure evil.
Thank you. It's the big question, right? Nurture
Yes.
versus nature.
Mm-hmm. On his return from military duty in 1968, Arthur Shawcross didn't come home a hero. No parades, no banners, no fucking welcome home hugs. He came home a man. Just a man. Already cracked down the middle, broken, dangerous, and itching for trouble. Shawcross wasn't just a screw-up with matches anymore. He was hunting something much darker. His rage, his urges, that gnawing hunger inside him. By the early 1970s, Watertown would learn exactly what kind of monster had been let loose. In part 2, we're going to take you back to 1972, when 2 children were tortured and murdered. 2 children. 2 beautiful, helpless children that had their whole fucking life to look forward to. 2 lives stolen before anyone realized Arthur Shawcross wasn't just a troubled veteran or a repeat offender. He was something far worse. A predator hiding in plain sight. And the system, the fucking system, once again, was too blind, too broken, or just too careless to stop him. That was a good episode.
Yes.
Intense.
Yeah.
And it does a good job of bringing back the beast of Arthur John Shawcross.
In the last sentence, you said the system. Always the system is broken. And they need to make some changes. And that's why we're going over some of the ones that we've already covered. Because they should have never, ever got let out into society. You agree?
I couldn't agree more with you.
Terrible.
Yeah. Well, that's a wrap for today, everybody. Join us next time for part 2, The Children of Watertown. God, it's kind of like the children of the corn.
Yeah, remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did Stephen King write that? Or
I don't think so. I'm not sure. Not sure.
I'm not sure either. The Children of Watertown. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
You did amazing as usual.
You too.
Thank you.
Tough subject, man.
It is. Especially the kids.
Wasn't any easier the second time. And we got to go through the kids.
Yeah. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. And remember, Always walk in the calm after the storm.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too, Dad.